What is up, guys? This is Phillip here, bringing you another Xcode 6 tutorial. Well, it's actually Xcode 7 now, so if you haven't upgraded to that, I recommend you do so. This is how to animate GIFs in Xcode and how to use, basically just how to use GIFs. So let's get started. Alright, so you want to open up Xcode 7.2 and then you want to click on Single View Application, Next, and then you can name that whatever you like. I'm going to call it Animating a GIF. Click Next on that. We won't use core data, we use Swift, and we'll just put that in here. Alright, now after you've done that, you want to head over to your main.storyboard. And after you've got in your main.storyboard, you'll want to grab an image view over here. Drag it into your view controller like so, center it up, and we will center this with the view, center horizontally and vertically. Now if you want to know how to just click through all these while you're still on this tab, if you hold down the command button, you can click all these like this. So like if you were to not hold down the command button, you would have to individually go back and highlight all of them and do them. So that's how you do that. Don't worry about these orange marks here, it's fine. Then after you've done that, you'll want to grab your images and just chunk them in here wherever you want. You can make a folder if you like for all your images. I'm only going to use 4 from a Dongo GIF that I got. Alright, so whenever you drag them in here, you'll want to make sure this is selected, and you want to make sure this is selected, and that this is selected. And finish, and now you should have all the separate images of your GIF. Alright, so after you've done that, you want to go back here, and then you want to open up your assistant editor, control, click, and drag under your class, and we're just going to call this the GIF connect, like so. Now we want to close out of our assistant editor and go to our view controller. Alright, now I just finished this code. I thought this would go by a little faster if I just cut to where I finished it. So basically what we have going on here is we have this reference here of the image view, and then we're creating a variable of the images and in a set. Now this, an array, my bad. This array lists all of the photos for the GIF that we want to animate. Now you have to make sure that these are exactly the same names as these up here. And also, I believe there are some formats of the images that won't work. Like I think PNG may not work, but you have to make sure that whatever it is that you have it labeled here exactly like it is over here. JPG is the best for this type of stuff, so I'd recommend using that if you're using a different file format, photo format that doesn't work. Anyways, we come down here and we have we create a variable of the images. All right, and this is basically just declaring our UI image here, which is necessary for the code to work properly. All right, and then this is the actual mechanism here that's loading the images and it's animating them. And you can change this duration to like however fast you want it to go. So like this is just 1 second. So we can change this to like 100 or like 0.001. I mean, however fast or slow you want it to go, you can just kind of tinker around with that. So like you could do something like that. Or if you're crazy, you could do something like that. This kind of depends on what your preferences are. And then this starts animating them, quite obviously. Alright, now if we were to build and run this, let's see what happens. Alright, now as you can see, we have our GIF. It's doing its GIF stuff, and that's good. That's what we wanted. Alright, now that you saw that, let's change it to something else. Let's change it to like 1.5 and see what happens. Alright, so it's going slower now. So the duration, the higher this number is, the slower it's going to go, because it's actually literally the duration of how fast it goes through the images. So like 1 second, it would go through all these in 1 second. 1.5, it would go through all these in 1.5 seconds, like so. So if you wanted to speed it up, you would make this number smaller. Let's build and run this again. So now you can see it's going quite fast there. Ideally, you wouldn't want it to go that fast though. That would just be crazy for the end user. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. Let me know if you like the new format of just skipping to the end when I've done the code and then explaining it later. If you don't like that, I can change it back to the old-fashioned way. Stay perky.